It's Ash from SuperVideos back for another live stream. This is a surprise live stream. Technically, we're supposed to have a live stream Friday or this Friday, but that may not happen. So I thought I'll just go live a few days earlier, give it to you guys earlier. Hopefully people will be able to join. As always, let me know if there's any issues with the stream. The audio, the quality, video, anything like that, let me know. I think I'm okay. I think you guys can hear me, but let me know to confirm and we can get started. I see Mario is already on the chat, which is awesome. Mario says, hey, what's up? How are you? Glad you could join. And then you say, how you been seeing your Walking Dead reactions? Amazing start of the season. Yeah, it's been good. Solid start, I think. Like the first two episodes were, or the first three even episodes were back to back to back. So I kind of consider it as one big episode in a way. I think it was a solid start. Not the best Walking Dead episodes, that's for sure, but I think it was definitely a solid start to kick us off in this final season. Would I rather have better episodes for the final season to start? Absolutely. There's always room for better episodes, but I think we should just get what we, not that we should accept anything we get, but I think it was solid enough to get a pass in my opinion. I know there were a lot of people saying that it was slow and the story was kind of stalling, and I do see where they're coming from, but I think it was solid enough. That's the best way I could say it. It was solid enough. Let me actually fix this chat right here real quick. It's too big for you guys. There we go. Mario, they released the World Beyond promo. Iris fighting some CRM soldiers with some kind of pickaxe. So funny. Haha, literally now on Twitter, I guess. Well, here's the thing. I did a breakdown for one teaser that they released. I'll check it out. If it's worthy of a breakdown, I'll do it, but I'm probably going to hold off on a breakdown for a teaser and wait for the actual trailer now. I did a breakdown of the first teaser trailer, which I think is definitely a good indication because it's always new clips, obviously. And then after that, I'll kind of pick and choose what I'm going to break down for World Beyond and Fear. Mario, it's a 10 seconds one. Probably not going to break it down then. I might like quickly refer to it in another video if it relates, but I'm not going to do a specific video for it. Mario, wait for the trailer, I think. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. Makes the most sense because I already did a teaser breakdown, which was like 30 seconds or something. So that's good enough for World Beyond until the main trailer comes out. I guess Mario is the only one holding it down in the chat right now, which is awesome. I'm just checking if more people have joined. Doesn't look like it. Mario, if you are more with me that it will drag into 11B2. Wait, or you are more with me that will... Oh, I missed the comment. Let me go back. I read your last comment and then I noticed you put another one before that. So I wanted to ask you, do you think Reekers Reapers arc will be finished by episode 8, or will it move into 11B? I think that's your question. I think that it's gonna drag into 11B, but only in only one episode. So it'll be done by at the end of episode 9, I think. Yeah, like I don't think it'll be completely done by 11A, but I don't think it'll go far into 11B either. Maybe first episode back after the first half, or the first third, you could say. Jose Hernandez, in the synopsis for episode 7, it says Negan will teach Maggie and Elijah the Whisperer Mask tactic to stop the Reapers. Does it really? That's very spoilery. I would rather not have known that, because obviously if it's in a synopsis, then it's not really a spoiler, but it's still a spoiler. But yeah, that's interesting. That's definitely interesting. We do see Maggie wearing it in the trailer, so that kind of explains it. But I'll have to check it out. Episode 7. Yeah, we still have a few episodes left. I'll do a video on that if need be by then. But obviously, if that's true, then that means Elijah didn't die, because we weren't sure if he was dead or not at the end of the last episode. By the way, spoiler alert for those of you who have not watched episode 1, 2, and 3, because those are going to be the episodes we're going to talk about. If you haven't watched and you still want to ask something, or you still want to do or write something and talk to me about something, we might do another stream at some point where we will only talk about episodes that are only on AMC and not the ones that have come out earlier. But as far as this stream goes, we're going to talk about the first 3 episodes. So spoiler warning. But yeah, I was going to say that means Elijah's not dead, because yeah, we weren't sure. And that's definitely very cool and interesting. A really nice way to utilize the Whisper story now. I did make that prediction about that, but I didn't necessarily put 2 and 2 together with Negan being the one that teaches Maggie. I thought maybe she kind of knows because of the letters she's been getting. But Negan teaching her makes a lot more sense, and I think it's a better way to kind of bring the story together. Mario, yes, Jose, but I don't think that Herd can stop Reapers. I mean, if Reapers don't know how to deal with a situation like that, it's going to take them some time to deal with it. And I think the initial shock of it may be just enough of what the survivors need to get the upper hand. Mario, the synopsis do tease Leah, Elijah surviving, and Reapers survive at least to episode 8. Yeah, I think it's reasonable up to episode 8 for the Reapers to survive up to. Mario, but we already knew that. Yeah, exactly. I think the first half is almost definite. Like, we know they're gonna live at least up to episode 8, right? And I mean the Reapers. It's just a matter of whether they're gonna go past episode 8 or not. If you are watching, make sure to smash the like button. What that does is actually it brings the video up for people who are just looking through other videos. So if you like it, then it's more likely than that it will be suggested to others. So that way they'll be able to join the stream, and we can get some new people on the stream as well, that haven't been on any of our streams, who may not necessarily watch our videos. So if you want to support the channel, make the video seen, smash the like button. Mario, I don't think that Herd can stop Reapers in any way. It could create a diversion while something else or something other than that happens. Yeah, I think it's exactly that. It's going to be a diversion. It's not like the Mega Herd that the Whispers had, but it's enough to get the Reapers looking at something else or focus on something else, while the survivors sneak into their community or do something to, you know, get the upper hand, like I said. I'm just gonna make sure I shared the links. I thought I did, but now I'm not sure. Okay, so I shared it there. I have shared it there. Let me check Twitter to make sure I put it there too. Yeah, I did. Okay. Back to the questions. Jose Hernandez. Angela Kang teased that we'll meet Sebastian before Pamela. Did she on? I'm assuming on one of the the after episode dive into whatever they call that. That's interesting. We weren't sure if we're gonna get a Sebastian, so if she did in fact say that, then it definitely means that we're getting a Sebastian, and it definitely means they're following the comic, and it definitely means that they're gonna follow exactly the comic introduction of Sebastian, because we do meet Sebastian before Pamela. Mario, Maggie did say in episode 1 that she, Cole, and Elijah were leading a herd away. Yeah, I think I remember her saying that too. But they weren't using like any tactic, they were just leading them away. They weren't using like Whisper's tactic or anything like that. I do want to do something for people who are here as a bonus for joining the stream. I was planning on doing a video, but then decided to do a stream instead. But let me see if I can share these. Give me 1 sec. You guys can choose which one I do first, obviously. Why isn't that working? It's being weird. Let me do this instead. Give me 1 sec. Okay. So, hopefully... Okay, I see what's going on. I see what's going on. Okay, there we go. I wasn't finding the thumbnail for some reason. Okay, so okay, so there we go. Let me bring it in. Okay. Where's the screen capture or the screen share? Okay, so that is definitely not what I tried to do. Let's take this away. Okay, let me add it as an image. Maybe that's the easiest way. This tool that I used for the streams is just so finicky. Okay, let me do this instead. Okay. I'll get to your comments and questions as well. I'm not just gonna skip them. Just bear with me a sec. There we go. So that's one option. let me pull the other one now. That's the other one. Let me make both smaller so you can see both at the same time. I think that's good enough. Okay, so you guys can't see me, but that's okay. So these are the two videos. Let me know which one you think we should do first. And it's probably going to come out on, I want to say Thursday. Probably Thursday. So yeah, let me know which one. I'll leave that on, jump to the questions. Jose Hernandez, Angela Kang teased we'll meet. Oh, I read that one. Mario, Maggie did say in episode 1 that she, Cole, and Elijah were leading her away. I read that too. Mario, the upcoming episode 4 might be the best episode so far based on the promo. Yeah, it definitely looks action-packed, and it looks like we're going to see a lot. It definitely looks like we're going to get a good look into who the Reapers are and, you know, what motivates them and what kind of a threat they're going to pose. So I'll hide these. I'll bring it back if you need to see it again, but let me know which one of those we should do first. Margot, I know you keep telling me how to pronounce that. I keep forgetting, so I'm just gonna call you Margot. I think Daryl, I don't wanna, what do you call it, butcher your last name, so I'm just gonna call you Margot. I think Daryl attacks Reapers from the inside while Maggie hits. Yes, it does look like that. Well, Daryl is captured, we know that. We saw him get captured, or we saw he was captured in the trailer. So I don't necessarily know if he's going to be captured just when he's out and about, or he's going to get captured when he's trying to sneak into the community or the camp for the Reapers. But yeah, it does look like there's going to be something going on with Maggie and Daryl trying to attack the Reapers from the inside. Jose Hernandez, I feel like Daryl will have to kill Leah if she sides with the Reapers. I hope so. I mean, why wouldn't he? I think he will. It might be a tough decision for him, but he'll have to make that decision. Mario, the way they are describing Reapers as an elite small group of people that are on top human level of skill, they expect betrayal at every turn. That won't work against them. I think I know what you mean, but I don't know exactly. Let me know if I got it wrong. But I think you mean they're gonna punish whoever betrays them. And I absolutely think that's true. The people that we saw punished, they were like hanging upside down. Some of them, not all of them, some of them could be or could have been punished because of betraying the Reapers. So they may not be survivors from other groups that the Reapers attacked. They may be people that were with the Reapers, but they betrayed them. Jose Hernandez, I think Eugene will realize Stephanie we meet in episode 2 is not the real Stephanie. I think Eugene is smart enough to notice. Obviously, he hasn't seen her, but maybe the way she talks, the information that only Stephanie knew, things like that will come into play. That will make Eugene realize that this is not the real Reaper. This is not the real Stephanie, I mean. Mario, so the question was that Daryl and Leah might side together to take Reapers out. But I think they expect to be betrayed at every corner, so I doubt that will work against them. Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, I could see it being difficult to betray them in a way where, like, yes, they might get betrayed, but I don't think that, or I think they have prepared to be betrayed. You know what I mean? They are 2 steps ahead. I think that's what you mean, and I think I kind of agree. Yeah. Got some more people on the chat, or not on the chat, but on the stream. Mario and Jose are holding it down on the chat though, so thank you. I do want to say this because we got more people in. If you haven't watched the first 3 episodes, you probably don't want to watch this stream because we're going to talk about the first 3 episodes of The Walking Dead. So it's going to spoil it for you if you haven't watched the first 3 episodes yet. Mario especially prepared for newcomers such as Daryl. There's no way that they will trust him until he does something scary. I don't think they're necessarily trying to convert him into a Reaper. Like, I don't think they're going to pull a savior on Daryl and try to convert him into one of their own. I don't think that's how it works. I think their whole objective is to punish them. The only reason I think they captured Daryl is to get information out of him to attack everyone else. So I don't necessarily think that they want to convert Daryl into a Reaper. They might want to do that with some people, because obviously they probably did that with everyone who joined, Leah being one of them. But I don't think that they're necessarily planning on doing that this time with Daryl. Because the reason for that is because there's a bigger kind of motivation for them to do this. And that motivation is to take care of Maggie's crew. Meaning kill them. There's something on my glasses, but I can't clean it. It's annoying me a bit. Anyway. Jose Hernandez. Will Gabe catch up with Maggie and Negan? Oh, that's a good question. I had to think about it for a sec. Because I forgot like where each of them were at. But yeah. I think so. Unless Gabe decides to go back, which I doubt. So I think so. I think likely they'll meet up at the meetup spot. But there's only like 3 of them left, right? 4 of them actually. Daryl, Maggie, Negan, and Gabe. Everyone else is dead, right? And Elijah too. But everyone else I think is dead. Mario, I really think those people are Leah's military friends from before the apocalypse. It's possible. It's definitely possible. It makes sense too, because obviously we did that video with Leah, the tattoo on her arm. There's definitely hints and clues that she was in the military, and you know, this will definitely fit in with that theory. Kid Low, do you think they killed off Elijah, or will he wind up meeting the group somewhere? I thought he died too, but someone brought it up earlier in the stream that in one of the synopsises they said, or they mentioned Elijah's name in a way where he's alive, so that means he's not dead. So I think he's gonna meet up with everyone else at some point in the future. Mario, I really think those people... Wait, I read that. Mario, she was Special Force Squad. Special Forces Squad. Yeah, it could be. Could be. The biggest thing, the biggest question in my head is whether Leah was a Reaper even at a time where, or at the time when Leah and Daryl had a thing, like when they met and everything, or did she become a Reaper after, you know? So that's my main question that I'm waiting to get an answer for. Kid Low, something I've been thinking of is if they decide to give someone Rick's comic death, it could be Aaron getting killed by someone close to Commonwealth, and Grace finds his walker body. I did a video on whether it makes sense for Aaron to get that death. Short answer is no, I don't think it makes sense for him to get that death. But I go way in depth into it and discuss every single possibility. So if you are interested, go check it out. But I don't think that it makes sense for him to get it. Give me one sec. I keep hearing some beeping, so let me see what that's all about. All right, I am back. Jose Hernandez, I think Negan will... Let me make sure my audio is good. Okay, yeah. I thought I was muted. Jose Hernandez, I think Negan will argue with Maggie at meetup. Yeah, it's possible. I mean, they've been arguing almost every episode, so... Kid Load, the people that Maggie talked about in episode 2 that tried to capture her and Herschel could be the deformed, possessed walkers we saw in the trailer. Yes, absolutely. If you watch my reaction to episode 2, I pretty much say that. I put the image even on the reaction. So, yeah, I caught up on that too. We're on the same page on that. Mario, Norman did say... hell has no fury like a woman. It's combed about him and Leah. Scorn. I have no idea what that's all about. I don't know what you mean by that. Let me reread that. Norman did say hell has no fury like a woman. Yeah, I don't know what you mean by that. Let me know what you mean. We have, I think, 4 people on the stream. So if you are on the stream, do me a favor and smash that like button, because it helps suggest the video to others, so they might be able to find the stream if they're not looking for it. So yeah, do me a favor, smash that like button. If you enjoy it, obviously, if you've been enjoying the discussion. Mario, sorry, hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. It basically means no one is angrier than women who have been rejected in love. LOL. Okay, see, I get that. Yeah, that could describe Daryl. That could describe Leah. I mean, it definitely could describe the Leah-Daryl dynamic and their rocky relationship, you could say. Kid Low. Wait, there's one more before that. Jose Hernandez. Is Aaron in charge of Alexandria right now? Good question. I was gonna say great question, and then I decided to say good, so it became good. Anyway, good question. I don't think Alexandria has a leader right now. Yes, Aaron does make some decisions, but so does Carol. So does Rosita. I don't think anyone is necessarily in charge of Alexandria right now. I think it's between Aaron and Carol for sure. Like, those are the two that make most of the decisions. But obviously they have the council, right? So at this point it's just them, the two of them. But when the council is on, then it's pretty much everyone that's in the council. So they don't really have like one person in charge. Kid Low, any thoughts on how they could make Michonne's story interesting without showing it all in the movies? Obviously just the time we haven't seen her. Good question. Tales of Walking Dead, the best place that comes to my mind. World Beyond, I doubt it, but that might be a good place because it leads into the movie in some ways. Maybe Fear, if they decide to end Fear soon and have that connect somehow to the main show or the movie, that could be a good place for it. I don't think it makes sense to do a spin-off because it's short-lived, because there's so much you could do. There's only so much you could do before she has to show up in the movies, right? So that probably won't work, but anything else is fair game. Mario, what's even worse is that Daryl chose her and she never showed up back at the cabin, so it's gonna be so awkward between them for sure, and they have Pope around them now. Haha. Yeah. I mean, we don't know where Leah is at. She might be a hardened Reaper at this point. We don't know. Jose Hernandez, it looks like Daryl's arm is burnt a little in the promo for episode 4. Yeah, he has blood on his face as well, so yeah. It could connect to the shot that we saw in the trailer where there was a fire going on behind him. Maybe that's how he got the burns. Mario, he will be tortured, Jose, so that's probably the reason. That could be it as well. That's definitely a possibility too. Kidlow, hopefully Mercer builds a relationship with someone that mirrors his relationship in the comics with Rick. Do you think it could be Ezekiel or Aaron? I think they're going to give that to Zeke only because they've built it up already a little bit. You know what I mean? So I think as far as the Mercer-Rick relationship in the comics, they're probably going to give that to Ezekiel and Mercer in the show because there's definitely a lot of build-up and setup for that already. Margot, Dana and I and Andrew were both in the opening credits for this season, which tells me they might just be in this end of season. I think probably the last third. Let me read that. Dana and I and Andrew were both in the opening credits. Oh, Dana? What was... You mean Deny? Oh, I think you mean Deny and Andrew. Deny Guerrero, right? I don't know why that gave me a... I don't know what... Yeah, never mind. That you meant Denia. I don't know why I read it as Dana and I was thinking... What? Now it makes sense. Denai Guerrera and Andrew Lincoln were both in the opening credits for this season, which tells me they might just be in this end of season. I think probably the last third. Probably, but I'm leaning more towards them being not in the current story, but in some sort of a flashback or hallucination or something like that. But I do believe that seeing references of them in the intro or the opener is the sign that they're going to show up somehow. Kid Low, who in our group right now is closest to taking Dwight's Commonwealth role, resenting what they believe in? I think Alden. At this point, I'm going with Alden. Yeah, I think Alden at this point. I keep hearing people say Zeke. I don't see it. Alden for sure. Margot look at Denia. Yes, stupid autocorrect. Yeah, no worries. That was partially me. Yeah, I should have noticed the autocorrect thing. Anyway, yeah. Jose Hernandez, could Alden be a walker next time we see him? He could be. That's possible. If he's not, then I feel more and more that it's likely he'll get the Dwight comic arc. But if he is a walker, then obviously that prediction is out the window. Margot, Alden dies. Yeah, I think it's very likely Alden's gonna die in the first two parts, like part A or part B. I don't think he'll live to see part C, honestly. And the other thing I don't think is that, or the other thing I do predict is all of the comic storyline, as far as the Commonwealth, I think all of that's only going to be in B. I think 11C is going to be original material. There might be some things spilled over, but most of the comic story is going to be up to 11B. 11C is most likely going to be mostly original content. Trident animation. I hope I said that right. How likely is it that we shall see the Commonwealth engaging in a war with the Reapers to aid the coalition? Great question. Earlier in the season, I thought that's a possibility, especially with the way they were teasing both Commonwealth and Reapers at the same time. But at this time, I think it's less likely for that to happen. And the reason for that is because it seems like they're going to deal with the Reapers story before we even dive deep into the Commonwealth story. Mario, have you seen that intro changed while watching episode 3? They added Reapers hanging bodies. Yes, I did notice. I reacted to it in my reaction. That was a weird sentence, but you know what I mean. So yeah, I did notice it. I didn't notice the helicopter. I don't know how long that's been there, but I just noticed it. But yeah, I did notice the Reaper's body, not the Reaper's bodies hanging, but the Reaper's victims' bodies hanging. Yeah, I did notice that. Kid Lo, Judith needs to become more of a role. She's the closest thing that we have left to Reg. She's been in one scene this season. She needs to become a main badass. It's too early for that. Yes, long term I agree, but it's too early for that right now. Margot, the actor that plays Alden, said his only regret is he did not get to work longer with the cast. Oh, did he? Then he's definitely a goner. Jose Hernandez, what happened to Frost? Great question. I don't know. We didn't see him die. So I don't know. I do have a theory, which is something I mentioned earlier. I'm gonna do a video on that. It's possible Frost may be a double agent, and I know people are sick of double agent theories, but there's a clue for that. I'm gonna do that video probably this week, so if you're interested, stay tuned for that. Margot Frost is at the Commonwealth. He's one of their soldiers. Is he? Wasn't he from Maggie's crew? Interesting. I don't know that theory. Or I don't know where that comes from. Maybe it's not a theory, maybe it's confirmed, but I thought he was from Maggie's crew. I could be wrong. Anyway, Luca Griziano, do you think all the Reapers will die in season 11A, or do you think it will also continue in the second half? I think it'll likely spill into 11B, but only like one episode. I don't think it'll go far into 11B. Most of 11B is probably going to be just Commonwealth stuff. Mario, yeah, Frost was just missing there for some reason. Or he ran off. Yeah, he ran off it seems, but maybe the reason for that is because he's a Reaper. But yeah, I'll talk about that in my theory video. Margot, no, he came from the Commonwealth. Interesting. I didn't know that. So why is he not with the Commonwealth then? If he knows about Commonwealth, why isn't he taking Maggie and her crew to Commonwealth? You know what I mean? So something doesn't add up for that. I think I remember where that comes from. It was one of the character descriptions, right? But at this point, it doesn't line up. So I just kind of ignored that description at this point. Or when I read it, I kind of knew that's what's gonna happen. But then when I saw him being part of Maggie's crew, I'm like, doesn't quite fit. So I thought maybe I read it wrong or something like that. Kid Lo, if Elijah was a Reaper, they wouldn't let him leave alive. I've heard that theory too, but I don't believe it. I don't think that makes sense. Luca Griziano, I wish he would, or he could have seen Beta as a walker. Or we could have seen Beta as a walker. And Daryl or Negan would have taken him out. Yeah, that was a disappointment from the Whispers arc. I agree with you. Margot, he's at the Commonwealth. That actor wasn't Frost. The one in Maggie's crew. Oh, he wasn't Frost? Who was the guy from Maggie's crew then? I thought it was Frost. I'll have to double check that. Thank you for letting me know before I posted that video. Because my thumbnail says Frost. So I'll have to fix that. Thank you for letting me know. So there are two different people. That makes sense. My battery's dying, so give me 1 sec to change my battery. I'll be right back. There were some technical difficulties there. I am back now. How long have we been going? We'll go for, let me see, how long have we been going? We've been going for a good 30 minutes, I think. Or an hour. More than 30 minutes. We've been going for an hour. We'll go for maybe a few more minutes and we'll call it a stream. Quick reminder, we won't have a stream this Friday night. I'm putting a stream now because I couldn't do one Friday. So yeah, don't wait for a stream Friday. There won't be any. I'm King Ken, says hi. Glad you could join, King Ken. We're almost wrapping up, but glad you could join. Jose Hernandez, there's a quick shot in the Comic-Con trailer for season 11 that shows Maggie, Gabe, Negan, and Elijah at the meet-up location. Really? Can you timestamp it so I can take a look? Because I don't remember. I'm just going to pull it up here, so when you timestamp it, I'll be able to check it out quick. Just going to go through it very quickly to see if I see something. Negan, Maggie, and Gabe, you said, right? Negan, Maggie, and Gabe. Oh, and Elijah. Oh, okay, I think I see it. Yeah. That's definitely a scene we haven't seen. And yeah, I do see Negan. I do see, let me make it bigger. I can share it as well. Let me find it again. Yeah, that's Gabe. I see Elijah, Maggie, and Gabe. Let me see if I see Negan. I don't see Negan, but I think he's there too. Yeah, I think that's Negan too. Yeah, it's at 2 minutes and 26 seconds in the main trailer on AMC's YouTube page. For those of you that want to know what we were talking about. But yeah, I see that. I agree, that could be at the meetup location. Mario, no, Frost is a Commonwealth soldier in comics, but in the show they changed his arc like Dante in season 10. Yeah, so that is Frost then, right? Let me double check. The guy from Maggie's crew, his name is Frost, right? In the comics, yeah, there's a Commonwealth soldier named Frost too, I think. But in the TV series, yeah, in the TV series, Frost is that guy that I'm talking about. So yeah, we're good. I'm not going crazy. They just changed the character, switched it up like Dante, like you said. Yeah. Luca Graziano, I feel like Mercer might die by a Reaper. I hope not. I hope he doesn't. He's a comic character and everyone wants him to survive. I hope he does get to fight. Hopefully a big threat. Maybe the Reapers, maybe not, but hopefully he'll do some badass, awesome action sequences killing some human survivors, but I don't think he'll die. Like, I doubt that they're gonna kill him. Jose Hernandez, Maggie telling Negan that everything is his fault pissed me off. Negan didn't tell her off. Yes, I do remember that, and I was annoyed too. I kind of see what she's talking about, but it's been 6 years, even more. So, come on, Maggie, you can't really use Negan as a punching bag at this point. Yes, he killed Glenn. Yes, he was a bad person. He's not the best person now, but who is a good person at this point? You know what I mean? So I do agree. That pissed me off too. Elise Brother Jacobs. I hope I pronounced the middle name right. What's up, Ash? I love your videos, dude. Keep up the great work. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Welcome to the channel. Jose Hernandez, where is Luke? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe he's at Oceanside. Is Oceanside still a thing? I doubt it. I think he was destroyed. But yeah, where is Luke? Not just Luke, but his girl. What's his girl's name? Jules. Where's Luke and Jules? Where are they? That's a good question. Luca Graziano. I feel like there might be a few whispers left in season 11, and that's why you see Maggie wearing a whisper mask. Could be. Definitely a possibility. That can't talk. That did happen in the comics, so I don't doubt that they're gonna do it in the show as well. All right, we'll go for another maybe 5 minutes, and then we'll call it a stream. Mario, can we talk for a moment about that Reaper that tosses knives with incredible accuracy, and he injured everyone except Maggie and Elijah? LOL. Yeah, well, it's tough to, as good as you may be, as a survivor, throwing a knife with that accuracy. It's tough to kill someone with as much plot armor as Maggie. Elijah is a different story. Jose Hernandez, the actor that plays Luke, is filming a movie. Yeah, I thought that's probably why he's not there, but I was hoping they would say something, mention, why, give us a reason, but they didn't do that. Maybe even say he's out on a supply run with Jules or something like that. That's a good way to explain it. They didn't even do that. Maybe they will at some point in the future. Luca Graziano, how many episodes do you think Beta would have survived if he didn't die in episode 16 of season 10? If he didn't die in 10-16, I think they would probably have killed him in 11-01, assuming there was no bonus. If there was bonus episodes, then obviously he would have been killed in the bonus episodes. But then again, they might not have wanted to kill him off in the bonus, so they might have pushed it off until 11 anyway. So yeah, it's a tough one to call, because with the bonus episodes, it's difficult to think how things might have been different, because obviously bonus episodes were not planned. Mario, the straight fight with Reapers is out of question. We might figure some future theories what needs to happen to defeat them. Yeah, that's a good question. I think my prediction is that they're going to be destroyed from the inside out. That's my prediction. Whether Leah has something to do with that or not is a different question, but I still think that they're going to be destroyed from the inside out. My mic just fell off its thing. There we go. It's been a great stream so far. Some great questions, some great engagement. So maybe 3 more minutes of rapid fire Q&A and we'll call it a stream. Also, for those of you that are here, I did say this earlier, but I didn't get a response. So while we wait for a few questions in the last few minutes, I'm planning to do a video, a Walking Dead video, this I want to say Thursday. So let me know which one of these you want to see. There's two theory videos. One is something along the lines of a clue in the last episode, episode 3, about Gabriel getting Dwight's comic death. I still don't think that'll happen, but because of that clue, maybe it's a possibility because they threw a clue in there. So one video theory is talking about that clue. And the other one is about there possibly being a double agent at the Reaper's camp. And that double agent being Frost, who we talked about earlier. So these two theory videos. Let me know which one I should do this Thursday and which one I should do next week. There's 6 people on the stream, so I'm expecting hopefully the 6 of you to say one or the other. To make it easier, just say either Gabe video or Reaper's video. One or the other. Mario, to be honest, I can see them getting defeated till episode 8 and then they just pop out of nowhere in 11B or 11C. That's a tough one because it's the final season. They don't have that much flexibility in how much they can drag the story. You know what I mean? So in a regular season, it might have been a possibility, but I think because it's the final season and we still have a lot of Commonwealth story left, I doubt they're going to go that route. Luca Griziano, I really hope Rick comes back by the last half of season 11 so he can be in the last 8 episodes. I doubt that will happen. If that happens, then it kind of screws up with the timeline of the movie. So, yeah, I hope that doesn't happen. I want to see Rick too, but I hope they do it in a better way where it doesn't affect the movie. Jose Hernandez, Norman Reedus said that Daryl will have a bond with Herschel Jr. Yeah, I could see that. He definitely has a bond with RJ and Judith and probably Gracie, so I could see that too. Mario, I don't think Dwight's comic death and Rick's comic death will happen in the show. There's no character as of now who can take this role or that role. I agree with you. I don't think anyone can get it and for it to be exactly the same. They're gonna remix it to some extent. They're gonna have to. They could have someone getting that death, but as I've said before, it's not just the death. Those 2 deaths are part of a big story. If they're gonna change the story, they're gonna have to change the deaths. You know what I mean? Luca Griziano, is the Reapers a big group? I think there's maybe 25, 30 of them. I don't think there's more. I don't think there's less. I think 25 to 30 is a reasonable number to expect from the Reapers. Jose Hernandez, I think they could reveal the real Stephanie played by Margot Bingham in the mid-season finale. That's a good prediction. Alright, so we're gonna end the stream. No one told me which video to go by, so I'm just gonna surprise you. I'll go with one of them, so you'll see it on Thursday. But yeah, that's it for this stream. I hope everyone enjoyed this stream. It was definitely a very good stream. Even though it was a surprise stream, it was definitely a good stream. No stream this Friday, so don't wait for a stream this Friday. We won't have any. That's why we have this stream tonight. Or had it. But yeah, thanks for joining the stream. I hope you enjoyed. If you enjoyed, make sure to smash the like button. If you're not a subscriber, subscribe to join our community. And press the bell to be notified when we upload on the channel. But that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed. Again, I keep saying that. I don't know why. I'll catch